The Cathedral of St. John the Baptist was the initial point of the Scavenger Hunt. Its construction began in 1873 and ended in 1896. Unfortunately, 2 years later, in 1898, a fire destroyed almost the entire cathedral, leaving only the outside walls and two spires. In 1912, the redecoration of the cathedral was completed. After the new construction, a lot of the parts were made in a different country. The windows came from Austria and some pieces of marble came from Poland and Italy. Today, the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist is a place with much symbolism. In its entrance, there is a baptismal font made of marble installed in 2000 during the most recent renovation. The font weighs about 8,000 pounds and is designed in an octagon. The number 8 represents rebirth or resurrection, which is the essence of the sacrament of baptism. The central point of the font is decorated with the Irish symbol of the infinity, also adorned with gold.
Each one of the 55 windows of the cathedral tells us a different Catholic story that can be read from the left to the right of whom is seated. The title of cathedral is granted thanks to the bishop chair and its altar. The chair was installed after the 1898 fire. In a Catholic church, the choral stands behind the audience where there is located the organ. This is because the choral cannot compete with that altar attention. The organ of this cathedral was created in Georgetown, and its case is made entirely of solid white gold, and the console trim is of black walnut. The lighted candles in the cathedral represents the presence of the faithful whom visited.
James Edward Oglethorpe was born on December 22, 1696, in London, England. Little is known about Oglethorpe's boyhood, but about his adult life is known that in 1714 he was admitted to Corpus Christi College at Oxford University. But the conflict with Turks made him drop school to enroll in a military academy in France. And because of his campaign in 1732, the British government decided to establish its first new colony in North America in more than 5 decades. General James Edward Oglethorpe, who is considered a great soldier and philanthrope, founded the province of Georgia, and in 1733 the town of Savannah. Another reason why he is famous is the urban plan of Savannah. The plan covered several goals, such as the layout of the city, equitable allocation of land, and limits of growth of population. It can be called cellular ward system, based on make the city works organically. The plan is different from modern towns by allowing growth in small, interlocking units and maximizing lot coverage of buildable lots. One part is a developed area, but a half of it must be public area. Savannah's urban plan has been cited as a unique example of organic city growth, in which each ward is a microcosm of the entire city.
We are here at the book lady store here in the E Liberty Street with Chris Blaker, which is the manager of the store. And Chris, we're here to know more about the store, some historical informations. Could you tell us about when was it open, when it was founded, who founded it?
Right. The name of the store is the Book Lady Bookstore, and it was founded in 1978 by Miss Raskin. She was the original book lady, and she had a shop on Abercorn and then a shop on York Street by the Federal Courthouse. And she dealt exclusively in antiquarian and used books. And in the mid-90s, she passed away, and Joni Saxon, the current owner, bought it from her family. Joni had worked for Anita for a little while, and Joni took over the store, and since then she's moved it to this location on East Liberty, and she's expanded it. And we now carry new books as well as used books. And does that answer your question?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, so this is not the original place. It had two other stores, and then
Yeah.
yeah, and then it
This
came
is the
here.
third location, yes.
About the name of the store, the Book Lady.
Miss Raskin used to go around like yard sales and flea markets and stuff looking for books. It was the only thing she would buy, and people got to recognize her, you know, that she was just buying books, so they called her the Book Lady. It was a pretty simple nickname.
We noticed about the images in the books that it's pretty much antique, like old, fashioned. Is it something of a mark of the store?
Yeah, that's Joni's look. The way the store looks is all her idea, like from the painting to the way the shelves are designed and the fact that we're in this building as opposed to a newer building. You know, that's her idea, and that's like what she wanted a bookstore to look like.
Okay. We have just a last question. Is there some kind of connection or link to independent publishers? The store and, you know, some independent publisher, writer that wants to publish a book here or something? Are you guys, do you guys work with this?
We work with self-published authors some, if that's what you're asking, and as far as independent publishers and independent writers, sure, we work with them all the time. We do events at the bookstore and off-site, and we sell books for different organizations. So, yeah, we try to work with independent publishers and authors to some degree.
Okay, so, yeah, how many books do you have here, like, for
Approximately 50,000.
50,000?
Yeah,
Okay.
in that neighborhood.
In the neighborhood. Okay, sure. So, yeah, I think that's it. We appreciate that you give this attention, and yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, we are in the Gallery Espresso, and I'm reading, and we're talking about the place. How many years do you are here in this place, the Gallery Espresso?
In this place, I've been here for 10 years. I've been in business for about 42.
And what do you have before this is the coffee?
Before this place,
This place was a coffee.
antique store.
So the name is here, Gallery Espresso, is related to the piece of art you have.
Right. Yeah, every month we have different art shows and everything, art paintings, lots of water, lots of water. All the time, buy whatever, and then just have it all installed.
You're a student from Scavenger, and Scavenger is an art and design school. Some students have that bring pieces of art and different frames from there.
They can. Some students have head shows, but usually we'll book about 6 to 8 months in advance. So you can't just come in and say, hey, can I take this up for mine?
And one last question. Do you guys have a specific coffee coffees from other countries?
We have coffees from all over the world: South America, Central America, Africa, Asia. We have house blend, which is a coffee that you can only get here in this store.
You mentioned South America. You have some coffee from Brazil?
We have a Brazilian Santos. We have a lot of other coffees. We have a Colombian, Central Colombian, but mostly a lot of Central Americans. Indonesian coffees, in my opinion. We have some,
They are what?
the Indonesian coffees, Sumatra, Bali, things like that. Those are all really good.
And what's the trademark coffee from here that everybody can hear and
That
have to
beer,
drink this coffee?
that'd be our house blend.
How's well?
Yes, we did a blend of several different beans, dark French roast, so it's a really strong full coffee.
Okay, really. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye. Gallery Espresso house blend, the trademark of the place. Tastes good.
Hi, we're in the Juliette House Birthplace, and I am here with Linda, the manager of this place, and I'm going to ask her some questions.
She ultimately started the Girl Scouts in the USA. And the house is dedicated now to Girl Scouts. We're run by the Girl Scouts of the USA in New York. And we are dedicated to Juliette's life, the whole arc of her life, and women, celebrating women, and forwarding the Girl Scout movement in the U.S.
Why this house is so important?
It's, as I said, owned by the Girl Scouts of the USA. It's the only house they own. Without the birthplace, there wouldn't have been Juliette Low or the Girl Scouts. And so every year there's a pilgrimage by Girl Scouts throughout the United States, every state in the Union, including Puerto Rico, and several countries coming here to pay homage to Girl Scouts, the founder, and to earn this little pin, just earned recognition, which in Scouts is a big thing to have this pin. And you can only get it if you're here.
I think that you mentioned, but you can mention again how long the house is here.
It was built in 1821, and for the mayor, that's what James Moore Wayne, and after he passed away, I believe one of her relatives bought the house, and then her parents bought the house from the relatives. So it's been in the her family since 1831. It's been in her family since 1831.
What is the connection between the Scouts and Savannah?
The Scouts in Savannah? Well, Juliette came back from England. She met the founder of the Boy Scouts and got a new direction in life. She wanted to promote Girl Scouts, start Girl Scouts in the United States. She had been working with Girl Guides in England, but she wanted to start a whole different organization based on the same principles, basically the same principles in the U.S. And so she got off a boat and actually said she wanted to, that night supposedly, made a phone call and said to several people and said that she wanted to start the Girl Scouts and to come over. And so they had the first meeting. So everything started in Savannah, every single thing. And then she also inherited, and she made that phone call from the Andrew Low house. That was her father-in-law's house, and she inherited it when her husband passed away. So that's where she made that phone call. In the back of the Andrew Low house is a garage that was used as the first headquarters, and it's currently called the first headquarters.
Yeah,
So-
that's it.
That's it.
Which is the manager.
Wait a
of the
minute,
store.
I'm sorry. It changed, it switched to the camera.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Turn those off.
What is the connection between this